Let's get into it.
Great.
So first up are nanobots. You might have seen these in the cabinet. Pretty cool. Recently, soon to be released figures. Mike's here somewhere. He was supposed to come up and talk about them. I think he's stuck in the dealer room, but if he shows up, he might wax a little bit about them.
Yeah, shows up, he shows up.
Yeah. So if you're not familiar, these nanobots are very, very small. They're actually smaller than the world's smallest Transformers. Like the Bumblebee he has is almost half the size of the world's smallest Bumblebee. So it's pretty impressive that it has articulation and detailing. And you can see he's got like some Wave 1 figures. He's got his version of Brawn and Shockwave. And he just printed a Shockwave. While I was up there in the panel, he brought it up to my room. We took a picture of it on the laptop while I was building the panel. That's like an hour ago. So pretty cool, a lot of detail. And these will obviously be printed in color once they're done. I think this is bloody adorable. And like, I love that you can see like the articulation it's going to have on the legs. And he's got a cool thing. He's got like an AR app where you can kind of plan out where you want to put it. So he used an example here where he's got an AR version of his Grimlock just in scale with the Arc. And you might think that was Masterpiece. Or, no, that's New Age Jetfire. Like, that's Soundwave holding on for dear life. So these things are super small, super articulated. He's going to be partnering with TFsource to get these out to the public. There's some scale for you. Just don't drop them on the floor. Like, the vacuum will destroy these. Dogs will destroy these. Cats will absolutely destroy these. But they're adorable. So he's got them in the case. He's got a QR code there to scan. You can see a sassy hound. I don't think he meant it to be sassy, but the hips don't lie. There's his Grimlock and Jazz. That's going to be in his Wave 2. And there's Reflector and Huffer. Pretty cool. A lot of detail. Like I love. I can't get enough of that Grimlock. I think it's super cool. There's the diorama he has in the third-party cases in the showroom. I think it's pretty neat. You can see a lot of passion going into it. Like, I can barely draw a stick figure. I couldn't do this. Not my wildest dreams. So he's also doing an upgrade kit for the Studio Cell. It's called the Chaos Hammer. He'll have that ready to go pretty shortly, I believe. And he's also working on a G.I. Joe crossover line. And I think he has one of the prototypes out there in the case as well. So he's going to have the Vamp and a Soundwave that turns into a hiss tank. He's got some art here. It's going to be his packaging art, done by a fellow on Instagram named Fabian Gonzalez. Was it Junker73? So shout out to that fella. That's pretty cool looking art.
And are those fully transformable too?
It will be, yeah. And it'll scale with Joes, so you can put Joes in them.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So I think he actually has one of the Joes in the display out in the dealer room, I believe.
Okay, I missed that. I'm gonna have to check
I've been upstairs building the panel all day, so I haven't even been in the showroom. So Astro Bots.
Oh.
You know it. So if you're not familiar, there's a comic book, there's figures.
They are giving out a free comic book today, actually, as like an advanced preview.
That's right. We have a video for them, a little commercial. Bear with me, it takes like 30 seconds to load because the internet. Oh, is it going to load right away? No, of course not. Give it a minute. So you might recognize some of that art up there. So this is created by Simon Furman. I mean, if anyone here doesn't know who Simon Furman is, he's this new guy to Transformers. But he's dabbled. And he's working on this project as well as a fellow named Hector Trunick to create an all-new mecha masterwork based on a toy line designed by Aaron Thomas. The comics will be published by Whatnot Publishing. If you guys are familiar with a new company named MMC, I believe. Hino Mars has done a lot of art for them, and he's doing some art for these guys as well. Very recognizable if you recognize the stuff from the MMC comics, like the Pack-In comics. And Josh Bertram is doing cover art as well.
Yeah, and they're
Josh
selling
Perez.
that exclusive to this convention.
That's right. So lots to get into. I think the art looks fantastic. Yeah. So like John was saying, you can get a free preview comic over at their booth this weekend only. Here's some of their figures. I mean, these are super detailed. They don't transform, but you got to respect them for what they are. These are super detailed, super articulated, little masterpiece figures almost of their own design. And you can see Argus and Artemis. I love this thing.
Oh.
Vulcan. I love the drill hands you can see up here. I love the big grabby hands.
I love a bot with crusher claws.
Yeah, like it's like two big Omega Supreme hands.
Yeah.
I'm all for that. I love it. More of that, please. Magic Square. So if anyone knows me, I love Legend scale figures. That's my jam. And I love Magic Square. They do very faithful cartoon representations of things. I know some people aren't a big fan of like the soft nylon. I don't mind it. I understand the feeling, but I like the overall look. So they recently released these little cute deformed versions of RC and Nightbird with the big heads. And so this is their next one. I think it's called Blueberry Girl or Blueberry Muffin.
Okay, yeah.
Awesome. So again, it's going to have a lot of detail, very cute accessories, imposable, and she'll turn into her IDW style bike.
Oh, these transform.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like that's pretty rad for.
Whoa. Wow, insane.
I love the little super deformed style. Almost, it feels like the old penny racer style, but just with a gigantic head.
Yeah, it feels like all the transformations in the head.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's all in your mind.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff. So looking forward to seeing that. They're going to do some Combaticons. Their Stunticons and their Constructicons were very popular, so they're going to go with the Combaticons next. So you can see here Brawl, you can see Swindle, and they all look very cartoon accurate. I'm curious to see how the transformations will go. I know in the last two they had kind of a parts forming thing for the combiners, and I think that's kind of the way the Legends combiners are going these days.
Yeah.
Blastoff looks sharp. Vortex was my favorite as a kid. I remember buying them and I lost the propeller like the instant I got it because I stuck it at the window. Idiot. Onslaught looking very cool.
Yeah.
Now I'm not sure how. I don't think this whole thing is going to be the combiner torso. If it is, amazing. But the whole combiner looks pretty solid. But I imagine that's probably an extra piece like Devastator was. Yeah. But that's the toy version, and it will also have a cartoon plate as well.
Oh, wow.
So they've already started to tool Brawl. There's a little preview of that, as well as a color sample. So these will probably come out fairly soon. They're going to get into the Dinobots as well. So these are also at a Legend scale. They do masterpiece style as well, but these are they're going to do a Legend scale. You can always tell by the hands. The hands are always a giveaway if it's going to be a tiny figure. Oh. But that's a pretty cool version, a Slag, I think.
That's pretty cartoon.
Yeah,
accurate.
very cartoon, very stubby. So this is the masterpiece style. They're doing a recolor of their second version of Optimus. Their piece of light or Justice of Light. It's got some awesome name. And this is going to be their version of G1 Magnus in a robot. I don't know if it's going to come with an add-on armor set yet. They haven't really hinted at it. It could, but they've got a good base for it. Very dynamic posing.
Just have to settle for naked Magnus.
Yeah, naked Magnus. An old Dreamwave cover. Like that's crazy articulation. Like I love stuff like that, but I'm the kind of guy who just poses everything in an A stance because I'm afraid that if I take a step, my big dump truck is going to knock it over. So I like it. I like that it can do it, but I'm always afraid to keep it posed like that. But I love that it has so much detail and it doesn't compromise the look of the truck.
No, not at all.
So see more from them soon. New Age. I love these guys.
Oh
Who
my God.
doesn't?
Such
More
good
legends, but these guys have such amazing feel to them. Excellent work. So we're going to get into a video brought to us by Magnemotion. So enjoy.
Can you transform?
I picked the song, all right? I'm a big fan of whatever the song this is.
Mr. Snowman, come home with me. I can make you one more of those bad abilities. But I know that this might be a silly dream. 'Cause in time you will melt away.
Maybe I was never meant to be loved. If I can even give a one time, maybe I am just a little bit too much. But I could really use a woman.
Mr. Snowman, come join me inside. I can turn on the AC and breathe
Great.
I can build this in blue snow and glass. Don't you worry about melting away.
It's a banger, man. It gets stuck in my head.
yeah.
I've been humming it all weekend.
This might be the best toy preview I've ever seen. Like, it's tugging all the heartstrings and.
I think you and I are
So huge thank you to Magnemotion for putting this together. You can tell they love what they do, so this is amazing. Thank you so much, Magnemotion. That was awesome.
Oh man.
Huge round of applause for Magnemotion. Thank you, everyone. So here it is. There was a lot of speculation to who Hughes was, because New Age is really good about teasing stuff. So this is Hughes. Their version of Power Glide obviously comes with the cartoon face mask and his pistol. You'll have the GoBot version Goblin. He'll have his own unique pistol that mounts on the side there as well. And Flying Worm that will have Flying Worm style missiles. And I love the metallic tinge to it. I love, like, it's hard to justify getting three. I'm going to get all three. They're so cool. Yeah. I love watching those videos because you get to see like the crazy amount of detail that goes into like how the legs transform.
The legs alone, my God.
It's so neat. Frankenstein.
Oh.
So It obviously doesn't have a vehicle mode, but it does come apart like Frankenstein's monster. So hopefully that means we're maybe going to see a Sunstreaker, I hope. Hound eventually sometime, maybe. Who knows? Possibilities are endless.
I almost want to compare this side by side with like the other releases. See
Yeah.
if they actually use those actual limbs.
Yeah, I'd like to see the actual scale once it's finished. Got Balin.
Nice. Kind of
Obviously,
Hobbit
that's
reference.
Optimus Prime. And his cousin Ultra Magnus.
Oh man.
I like how it's Balin and Dwalin.
Yeah, like the dwarves.
But I do want to point out that the upper torsos are totally different. Like if you look at the way the arms kind of connect to the back, and obviously their back kibble's different.
Oh.
Like you can see the arms have a totally different transformation to achieve the same kind of shape.
Yeah. I like that.
And then we also have Philly. I love the big chunky feet. I want boots like that. And then the next Dinobot.
Oh.
The next legend scale Dinobot, Rhedosaurus. So this one will be a little while to come out, but they are planning on finishing their Dinobots.
Nice. I will go bankrupt.
Yep. Yeah, take my money.
Yep.
Don't tell my wife. Fans Toys. Always a favorite. We got Variator. He looks so happy.
Yeah, the face.
In character. So a lot of detail. Fans Toys obviously are known for some of their incredible details and materials and transformations. Are really good gears to finally add to your collection. At a masterpiece scale. There he is, chipper as all heck. Just cheerleader of the whole squad.
That stern face just gives me that mega mold feeling from X-Men.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it totally does. He looks great with the other mini bots. He's got his gimmicky parts. I don't know if the little piece comes out of his chest, but it's good mold, good attention to detail. Good kind of super deformed looking alt mode.
Yeah. He was a mini bot, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure this, like, G1 Gears was my first toy as a kid. So I got to get this. Like, I love Gears. It's just such a big nostalgia itch for me. There he is with Swerve.
Wow.
Those facial expressions are perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Some of them kind of scare me, though. I don't know.
I think we've all, like, on a scale of 1 to 6, how's your TFcon been? I'm somewhere around here.
Yeah.
Tonight, I'll be around here.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning, well, there's no headache face, but tomorrow morning is not going to be unseen. And then Diverge. So they're doing a G1 version of Swerve. He's going to come with a lot of different facial accessories, options. He's got chrome bits.
That's pretty slick.
Yeah, I really like that. And they look good together. I love the way Fans Toys takes their photography like this. It just really kind of brings it to life. It gets the excitement pumping.
Yeah.
Different color helmet, different face. He's got a lot of good options. I like that his gun's a little bit different. It mounts a little bit differently in the back. I like that you can see the chrome feet sticking out from the top. And it looks pretty cool with all the other Minibots. And there you see the different face options.
Face and helmets. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. 3 different helmets. I think that's pretty cool. That's a nice, I kind of hate accessories now. Like I have too many.
Yeah.
So,
Mine just sit in a
but stuff
plastic
like
bag.
this, I can handle. I like this.
Yeah, choose your own kind of adventure ahead. Oh,
And finally, Inquisitor. Finally, they're going to finish the trio.
that is menacing.
Yeah. Space boat, the space boat with the most. They really pulled off the weird cartoon head thing.
Yeah.
Like it's perfect.
Just enough goatee.
Yeah. I like the feet. I know it's a weird thing for me to focus on, but I think the feet look super cool. He's going to come with his Target Master partner, as well as his regular pistol. An intimidating masterpiece scale figure to go with the rest. Oof. It'll have die cast. It'll have ratchet joints.
Nice.
A nice metallic finish. And you see the 2 different versions that you can achieve with the vehicle mode. He's got different face options. They're not super different, these ones here, but once you get into like that's a slightly open mouth. He's got the kind of melting face, different expressions. It's neat that they have all those options.
Yeah.
The Target Master looks cool. Give me more of those, man. I love those Target Masters. I don't know if they'll do a 3-pack eventually. Maybe they will. It's easy money, I'm sure. It's just if you have the space. And they look really good together. I don't know a whole lot of people that really keep their whole collections in vehicle mode, but it's super nice that they look great. Yeah, that looks perfect together. Just perfect.
They really did well with the wings, eh? Like making it look kind of
Yeah.
like a gothic-y shawl.
Yep. Yeah. And hopefully more from Fans Toys to come shortly. Into Bingo Toys. Bingo Toys recently did a wind blade, a very articulated, kind of their own style wind blade. They're going to be doing Black Arachnia next. So here's one of their prototype samples. And this will come with different, almost like a different head sculpt, with like articulated almost antenna on the side, mandibles. It's going to have a very sleek profile. I like that the arachnid legs are so posable and dynamic even in the robot mode. And they can even be used as weapons. The big back end of the spider there can be used as a shield. You can see the different styles it can achieve. And there it is, kind of all armed out. You can see all the arms are transformed into the legs.
Man, the design on this is insane.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a unique design. Like it's not really borrowed from any other thing other than it's Black Arachnia, but
Yeah.
they're not taken from media. So it's a neat, unique departure on it. So hopefully we'll see more from Bingo Toys in the future as well. Owen Studios, they knocked it out of the park with their version of Unicron. I actually like it more than the HasLab one. Like I like the overall look. So they're also going to be doing Primus. This one is coming out pretty shortly. They should have a color sample in the next coming months, maybe even the next early month. But they've got a lot of surface details on the surface of Cybertron. It's not going to be as pointy and painful as Cell might have been, but
Yeah.
I think it's going to look sharp.
Well, and it looks like they took the inspiration from one of the first images of Primus we saw was in that Ultimate Guide to Transformers.
Yeah, I think it was Don's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that blew me away. And I know we got Cybertron Primus, and he was a bit of a take away from that.
Yeah.
This looks really spot on.
Yeah, like I like the proportions.
Yeah.
And I like the planet mode. Like I might keep this in planet mode just because it looks super cool with the space bridge as the
Yeah.
dock to hold it up.
Yeah, that's really slick.
Yeah, yeah, more of that, please. X Transbots is going into the Legends ring,
Okay.
so they're going to start doing mini Defensors. So this is
Ooh, nice.
mini Fuzz.
Awesome.
So it's going to be a Legend scale figure, but with plenty of articulation. I like having Legends size combiners, but I also don't like having too many different options because then I'm going to buy all of them.
Yeah.
And then I need to justify why I have 5 different sets of Legend scale Protectobots, and I can't lie to myself that much. I mean, I'll do it, but I got to come up with some real beefy lies. But I think it looks good for a Legend scale figure. That's pretty. That's pretty accurate to what he looked like in the comics or in the cartoon.
Ooh. I love that classic paint job.
Yep. Yeah, I like it. It'd be interesting to see how the whole team combines. A good looking police car. All right, Metagate. Metagate they recently did Pterosaur, like a Masterpiece style Pterosaur.
yeah,
They did like almost a Masterpiece style movie Drift, the triple changer that turns into the helicopter in the car. They're also going to be getting into the Legends game. They've got a Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime at Legend scale. And
Okay,
this
so
is-
they're doing something a little bit different.
yeah,
with the
yeah,
scale.
they're not.
Okay.
It's not another Protectobot, thankfully, but
I mean, it all looks good, but that's
Yeah.
pretty unique.
yeah, like that's a lot of detail for a 3 or 4 inch figure.
Wow.
I like the gloss in the paint. Baby's got back for days. It's just a good looking it has a nice silhouette. It doesn't look
Yeah.
like there's a whole lot of kibble that doesn't need to be where it needs to be.
Wow.
And it's a pretty cool looking vehicle mode.
Very nice.
Yeah, I like the proportions.
I expected a lot more like
Yeah,
shoutouts on the vehicle mode after
Yeah.
seeing the bot, but no.
like fists hanging off the back or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, but no, it all comes together pretty nicely. There's a little teaser.
Oh,
Now, I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe this is going to be a retool of their drift.
okay. Yeah.
So, but
I'm still
I would
shocked
love,
they did the drift.
Yeah.
They found a way to make it work.
yeah. So another cool bludgeon coming up.
Yeah.
Iron Factory, fantastic stuff.
Yeah.
Primarily Legends Fail figures. So they're going to do their is it Slipstream. They're going to do that, redo it as the original trilogy Seekers. They're also going to recolor their Spirit of the DEC more in just Tarn's colors, so it has a more unified looking combiner mode. Really sharp looking. Like it's a really cool combiner too. The way that it's not a traditional like one bot is one arm and one bot's the other arm. Like just those three bots make up this whole guy, and then the other two would turn into the weapons. But still very very cool
I like that.
to give you an idea of the scale between the smaller figure and the whole thing. We're gonna get some repaints and retools, a Primal Prime, Slapdash, and which a really cool one is TFCC. What's his name? I'm drawing a blank. Skyfall. There we go.
Okay.
I got there eventually. Yeah, so they got Skyfall and Leadfoot. I think those are some pretty unique characters. I mean, obviously we just got a Leadfoot in that Wreckers pack, but I think this is really neat use of their Mirage mold. They're going to be doing a shattered glass version of their IDW Magnus, and they're going to do a standalone new core robot to go with their original Magnus to give it a more G1 cab look. Going to do a toy version of Galvatron and an Age of Extinction kind of looking lockdown face for their Samurai Lockdown. They are still planning on coming out with their the Samurai series Inferno and their new tool or their new mold of Red Alert. Obviously, you get Art Fire and Grapple out of those, and Red Alert's going to share a mold with a Sideswipe as well. Their new version of the Datsuns. The first Datsuns are really cool, but they parts formed a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see how these ones come along. And I like that they're doing an animated prowl to go along with the regular prowl.
Very slick.
Yeah, I like the head sculpt. Gonna have Brawn and Outback as well. These ones I don't believe are their Samurai line. Like they're kind of going in and out. Sometimes they'll do some regular G1 and sometimes they'll do their Samurai. This is the thing I'm the most excited for.
Yeah, yeah,
I cannot wait for this Lyle Kaiser.
yeah. I'm just seeing my money go out the window right now.
Yeah. So the cool thing about this Lyle Kaiser is they're also going to do Death Cobra, and Death Cobra will become an arm. Like it'll have the option to turn into an arm. So that never happened in the show, but they've figured out a way to give it its own look, and it's going to have the chest, the breastmaster that turns into the little animal and a gun.
Wow,
All of them will. So these should be coming in 2-packs.
those are slick.
Yeah. Guy Hawk and Hellbat look really cool. I like their Kill Bison and Drill Horn as well. And with Iron Factory, they always come with either like one fully closed fist, they'll come with one open fist and one splayed hand. I really hope, I don't think they'll do it, but I really hope Kill Bison comes with a middle finger because he gives someone a middle finger in a kid's show. And I want him to just flip off everyone on my shelf. There's the combined mode.
Oh man.
Very, very unified, very compact, very tight looking.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very clean.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how they do the weapons. Like, I wonder if he's going to have his big separating pole and he's going to have the combined gun. Yeah. There's Death Cobra.
Nice.
So we will have that breastmaster that turns into a gun as well.
Yeah. Oh.
They're coming out with a brand new The Fallen. It's not a retool of anything.
Yeah.
I tried to get them to tell me what he turns into, but they want to hold off on it for now. So I think it's really cool with all those flames. The Fallen was such a cool character. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this turns out.
Yeah.
There's their new versions of Sideswipe and Sunstreaker.
Very nice.
That Sideswipe obviously shares the same mold as Red Alert.
Whoa.
So doing a samurai,
Oh,
yeah. And I love the detail on Prime's wrists. They're almost like demons coming out of his arms.
yeah.
Like, it's awesome.
Makes me think of his old school mace,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a must buy for me.
yeah, yeah. I really hope they continue doing more Beast Wars stuff. Like
Well,
that's.
I'm wondering what a Dinobot could look like now.
Oh,
but,
I know it'd be
man.
insane.
Oh, yeah, take my money.
And then they're doing the anime chibi girls.
Yeah.
They do plan on coming out at the end of this year.
Okay.
All this stuff they want to try and push out by the end of 2023.
Yeah. Wow. It's kind of cool that each character has.
Yeah, their
its
own
types.
little ears.
Yeah.
Fans hobby.
All right.
Just they've been so great to work with. They're so good at interacting with fans on social media. Obviously, we have the exclusive Boss Man. I love this figure.
What they did with it, the engine gun, like.
Yeah, the way that it clips on,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to you don't have to modify the hood. Then you have to drill a hole in it or something
Yeah.
like that. Like it just clips on perfectly.
Yeah.
I love the
brilliant.
colors. Probably the best version of Boss we've got in a updated figure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's
And
fantastic.
in the showcase at Chosen Prime, it's with the original figure, right?
Yeah, they do. The colors are good. I like it.
Yeah. Pyro's great too.
So I hope they keep doing more European G1s. I hope they just do more obscure characters. Like I like they're not doing. Like I don't need another Sideswipe. I don't need
Yeah.
another Optimus.
Yeah. No,
Like,
I
keep
love
doing-
me some obscure characters.
Yeah.
Especially with the gimmicky ones
Yeah.
that you don't think you'll ever see
Yeah.
again.
Now, mind you, I say I don't need another Optimus, but keep doing Armada. Keep doing the Unicron trilogy. Do stuff that's not G1.
Yeah.
Because it's overdue.
Yeah.
I would love to see more.
I need an Armada scavenger.
Oh yeah,
Long overdue.
I'm really looking
Yeah.
forward to seeing. Yeah, yeah. No, I want him to have the shoes tied together walk. And we have Buster in the case, but we're gonna have the U.S. version as well coming down the pipeline. Nice colors.
I love the colors on this. It makes me think of the command droids as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It does look like the command
At
droids.
first glance, I thought
Yeah.
about that, but no.
Oh man, can you imagine masterpiece command droids? Terrible.
Money.
Yeah, money
Take my
gone.
money.
Plane mode looks sharp. It's got the Power Master. We do have a sample of this as the Japanese version in the case, and the way that the Power Master kind of like sits in the engine, the car engine that sits on the back of the plane. It looks kind of cool when it's connected. So
Yeah.
there's his brother. That's the first test shot from the mold. So just to test tolerances and stability and transformation, it looks really sharp.
Wow.
Yeah. The jet mode is awesome. I love that. And I loved that they combined as a kid. Like I thought a combining vehicle was just the coolest new thing you could possibly get. And I begged as a child to get these. But we lived in Canada and distribution was terrible. I never saw them on a shelf, ever. But there they are together. They look amazing. Real good for a Master Force shelf. You can see the way that the engine mounts to the back of the jet.
Yeah.
And here's their super combined mode.
Oh, nice.
Their super mega jet.
I love just like the barrage of guns.
Yeah. Nothing makes you fly faster than another plane shoved directly up here. But I think that looks super cool.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that they pulled it off.
Oh man, see this is the one of the
Doesn't that
ones-
look awesome?
Yeah, this is one of the ones I've always wanted a new figure of.
Overload was such a brick back in the day, but I loved it. I just loved it. And I think this looks super, super dope.
Yeah. I remember they almost did it with Steel Core back in the day.
Yeah,
Like one
yeah.
other company.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so excited about this.
Yeah, no, he looks cool. He's going to have light up eyes as well. You use like a magnetic pad to light the eyes up.
Yeah.
He's going to obviously, you can see the tank treads. Those are going to move.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's the carrier mode.
Yeah.
I love that little Minicon still hauls them around. And you'll see, if you look at the side, it's got kind of two different peg holes. It's not just for transformation. That's also different mini robot compatibility. So you have the newer figures that were kind of like Target Masters, they can still pop onto the side.
Nice.
So equipped with docking areas for different mini robots.
Yeah.
And there's his mini robot. and it still turns into a gun for
Yeah.
Prime to hold. And it's just the robot lying down, just like it was. Like, it's perfect.
This makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, they look super cool together.
Yeah.
Like, you think he's a big fella until you see him beside
Yeah.
Super Mode. And there he is, his BFG mode. Yeah, don't put this on the top shelf. That's, unless you can, like, screw an anchor to the wall. If anyone's bought an IKEA shelf, you got 100 of those things lying around because no one ever does it. But I think that looks super cool. There you see the gun, the robot in pistol mode. It's just a robot
Yeah.
with guns coming out his feet.
Old gun feet.
It's perfect. I love it. No notes. I love the shoulder guns. It's going to look super cool when they combine it with a trailer like that.
Ooh.
That battle platform. You know what? I like that it has that playability factor.
Yeah.
If you have the time and patience to transform it into the battle platform, that it connects like that, that's super cool.
Yeah, this is bought on site. I'd love to also see like the yellow version that was like I think Costco
dying
release.
for an Ultra Magnus version already.
Ultra Magnus
Yeah.
version, yeah.
Throw it in add the 3-pack of mini robots.
Yeah.
There's Jet Pants. This is the butter sculpture first.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, he's going to be big. You get a good scale comparison with the MB-15A's combined mode. And there's his shuttle mode with his
Nice.
Minicon.
Yeah. I love that they kept that function.
Yeah, I like it. Well, the hardest working Minicons.
Nice.
And there's the whole
Nice.
setup.
Man.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
Well, I like how the treads match as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ties it all together.
Yeah. It really ties the room together, does it not?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Treads match the treads.
And there he is in Jet Pants mode.
Oh. That looks awesome.
Yeah. It's like the only time I don't hate pants.
Yeah.
It looks great. I really like the proportions of the super mode legs. I like that the shield still mounts as his chest.
Yeah. This is like the skinny jean cut where the other one's like the boot cut
Yeah,
jean.
that's right. Yeah, boot cut.
Yeah, skinny jean boot cut.
There you go. You got a good comparison between how they both look, the same kind of scale and size. And here he is all souped up.
I'm kind of loving how the Minicon can get behind the guns.
Yeah, it can still ride and mount the top. That is a dream come true that I didn't think we would have got at a third party, but it looks awesome.
Man.
I'm all for all the repaints too. Bring them on. Vectron Labs. Vectron Labs actually tried to send us a prototype for the show, but they ran into some issues and they didn't quite get it out on time. So it's normal in March. You know, factories are closing or they're still opening
Yeah.
from Chinese New Year, so it takes a little bit of time to get those things going again. They do have some updates for us. Thank you so much for all the fans and friends and colleagues who have supported us and encouraged us from the beginning up until now to get here. We will keep our promises according to our expectations. They're trying to get the product running for their first vigor is going to be Scrapper. They just printed that tester out too. So the target for Vectron will offer originality to their projects, a transformable shovel, the double combiner configuration. They don't want to change the G1 animation design too much. It's still going to have a lot of solid joints and a lot of articulation. So they have high hopes for their product. That's their initial sketch and how the printed sample is looking. I mean, we do have a lot of options in like the masterpiece level. I mean, we have the X-Transbot one coming out too. So there's competition.
Yeah. Well, looks very nice and sleek.
But it looks sharp. It looks solid.
So they said something about double combiner configuration.
So it's
like
going to
this?
have different shapes. You can do different shape feet.
Okay.
And like the way that the shovel will transform
Cool.
will have different configurations. Lots of articulation in the way that it transforms. The designer seems very proud of what they're accomplishing or what they're trying to accomplish here. So I look forward to seeing how it is in hand. Like it's a new company. everyone's always leery about what the quality is going to be like, what the materials are going to be like. So they seem to have a lot of communication. So I'm hoping that these things will pay out for them and for fans in spades. Let's see just an idea. The transformation gets a little bit of ab articulation. Come at me, bro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Pretty solid, pretty big fella. Best friends. Super best friends. There he is next to Masterpiece Megatron to give you an idea of what the scale will be.
That's
Yeah,
Gonna
it's
be
gonna it's gonna be a big
Yeah.
big unit once it's done. So they're gonna have new images of the alt mode here shortly.
Ooh.
So you see the different like styles of foot they're gonna have, what their kind of release schedule, what they have in mind for the release schedule for their combiner team. Estimated end of work timeline around the end of 2024 for this.
Wow.
They do plan on taking their swing at Megatron. We'll see. End of 2024, sometime into 25. And there's their most recently printed version of Scrapper. So they have more to come, and I look forward to seeing what they got. I hope they can deliver, and I hope the best for them. I think it's pretty cool. I think it looks really good. I love the head sculpt. I love the details. Yeah, bring it on.
Yeah.
MMC, an oldie but a goodie. So we're gonna start in with their version of Double Dealer, which is such a cool retool out of their Deathsaurus. I love the Master Partners, the bird. I can't say what I want to call it. It's inappropriate, but I love it. I think it looks really cool. You can really see where the Deathsaurus kind of base came from.
Yeah.
I think the bird head is perfect. I absolutely love this missile tank. That is
That
so,
blows my mind knowing it came from Deathsaurus.
Yeah.
Like, holy cow.
it's just really neat. It's a unique look.
I gotta say, I do love a good missile cluster.
Yeah. It reminds me of like Cybertron Scattershot.
Yeah.
Like the way it would pop open. I thought that was super neat back in the day, and I love this too. Going into their dimensional bridge. So you have your Iris. The next commander she conquers and takes over is the Armada leader, Iris Armadon. That looks super cool. I love
way better as a double tank.
Yeah,
than
I
a
love the
single
shooting
barrel.
from the hip,
Yeah.
and I love that it can also attach to her arm as a double barrel cannon as well.
That's slick.
Yeah, no, I like it. I love the head sculpt. It's a great figure. Really cool silhouette.
Oh, man.
The colors are perfect.
Yeah, colors are absolutely
Yeah.
perfect. I'm already thinking about some recolors and all.
Yeah.
I think I go with that.
Yeah, like just a Galvatron version of that. Yeah, sign me up.
I could see a Tarn version too eventually down the
Well,
road. but-
the term was the first one that they did.
Oh, was
Yeah,
it? Okay.
That's right.
Okay, so that's why it's in my head.
Yeah, that's right. So they got their tapes. This was also an exclusive available first at the show. It'll have a regular release as well, but it was available first at the Ages 3 and Up Toy Dojo booth. So Motif comes with unique packaging, different heads, and his weapons, and the weapons can mount on his arm as well. Very cool artwork. And then we're getting into the Perfection series, the Art of Transformation. They're all in one combiner.
Oh,
Ignis, so they're printing a copy, so it's coming along well. You can see the printed version of the fire truck mode. Some different angles, just it's going to be a huge figure, just like Onslaught was a really long figure. I think this guy's going to be a big fella too.
looks very stout. Like I can't wait to see the combined mode eventually.
Well, you're in luck.
Oh, I was
He's got his super base mode
nice. Ooh.
to give you an idea. So the way that this works, it is an all-in-one combiner.
Yeah.
So the way he transforms kind of forms like the back calves of the guys who would usually be the legs. You can see they're an idea of that
Oh,
kind of skeletal look. But I love that they figured out a way to make it all one figure. You don't have to parts form at all.
I love that. And yeah, I like a defender that's nice and bulky.
And to round out the panel. And there's that competition I was talking about. So that's all, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, we love you. Enjoy the rest of the show. Take care. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Great job, brother.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.